And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go, 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
To throw again. Wolf. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Off-play action. Wolf. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get out. Here we go, 46. We're going to 54. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at about the 28. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Runs through the contact. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here we go, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon, 83 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Back to throw. Wolf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
A handoff to Fournette. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and his guys are able to strike for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Good.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Sweat, to the right. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott now from the 50. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Wolf complete. It's Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Wolf. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Operating from the gun. Wolf going up top. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down. That's Grant, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one, and in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wolf. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Looking to throw. Wolf. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set him back 5. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. From the gun, Wolf. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here you go. Here you go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Here we go. 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Gun.
On third down, it's Prescott. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Get out. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wolf dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is Josh Lambeau for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
There we go, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, switch. 26.
Welcome back to Toronto. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Gun. Here we go, 46. 26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
47. Gun. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott from the gun. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, we're going right there. Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
There we go. Kill.
Here's Prescott. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans get a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fournette, a first down, still going. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And down to the 16-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 47 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. That one complete to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
26.
First down, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards.
Gun.
Now Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The pitch to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Fournette. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go, 46. Good. 26.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ezekiel Elliott with 8 seconds remaining. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.